Alright guys, it's Ryan. We're back with another game that I got a long time ago. There is a PS4 and a PS5 version. This is the PS5 version. I have played the PS4 version in VR and it was very immersive. Now I'm going to try out the PS5 version. We are recording in HD only. Go to play, go to load. Let's get it. Loading. There we go. We're loaded in. Northern Quebec, October 1970.
Carl Faubert sought information for a living. That is to say that ever since he returned from Korea, after having served with the armed forces, he had been working as a private investigator in Montreal. William Hamilton, a rich industrialist, had gotten in touch with him regarding a simple vandalism issue. Nothing to write home about. Not worth hiring a private eye either, just so he can drive for hours on rough roads. But that's how it had always been. The client pays, Carl gets it done.
Carl gets it done, man. I'm Carl.
They had
Okay.
set up to meet at the general store, his client's business.
Whoa.
Well, actually, the entire village had William Hamilton's name written all over it.
Turn that crap off. Hopefully don't get copywritten due to
When the
that.
roads were bad, muddy, or snowed in, it was customary around these parts to close them off. But it was also customary to ignore those signs entirely and drive there anyway.
The rest stop, alright. What we got here, huh? How often does a road need to be closed to require 2 picnic tables at its gate? I don't know, hum a few bars and I'll be able to pick it up, oh. Alright. Now I can say that... Oh, pop in over there. You see that pop in on the trees over there? Yeah. I can say the graphics are okay. The sound design seems to be okay. The voice acting is okay. Textures are okay. Not great, but okay. This game is much more immersive in the VR. And like I say, I've played the PS4 version in VR. This is the PS5 version. I don't really see much difference in quality. There's no, no better textures. Probably, maybe a little better loading. I don't know that for a fact, but probably not much difference in both. Besides one lets you play in VR. And maybe this one lets you play in VR if you had a PS VR too, I don't know. But I do not, so we will continue on in just standard. Let's open that up. Pick up the flyer. Okay. Right. I'm coming through here, okay? I know there's nobody in here, but I'm coming through.
Hamilton never mentioned a road blocking barrier. Why was it needed here in the back of Beyond? That would, however, be a mystery for another day. Carl had waited long enough for someone to come and raise it.
Let's break the lock.
Of the chain. What better way to investigate vandals than to get into their shoes, Carl, the professional vandal, thought, reveling in the irony of the situation. Hamilton is waiting for Carl in the general store. It was time for him to get down to business.
Okay, well, now we look at the water. The water is okay, definitely not high quality, but okay. Like, this game doesn't look terrible.
To clear his conscience, a $10 bill. Carl was an honest man.
All right, first trophy. I gave him $10. My first trophy on this game. Oh, what we got here? Ain't that what I just... Yeah, I thought it was. Get rid of some of this stuff. Okay. Let's go, Carl. Now I gotta talk
William
about...
Hamilton enjoyed a lavish country house built in the very heart of the northern forests, not too far from here.
I gotta talk about that rear view mirror. Look, you can't see nothing in it. Also, can we talk about oversaturation here? We put in the lighting sometimes, and the blurriness sometimes.
The local populace was divided when it came to the affluent man. Some saw a wealthy philanthropist dedicated to improving the region's economy. Others, an aging Englishman who would do anything to further his fortunes. And those ones hated him enough to go on about scheming against him.
Fortune favors the
Hamilton had
bold.
recently acquired a few local businesses, but the last straw was the reopening of a mine, which gave rise to a wave of protests and threats from the Cree people.
A mine.
Given these circumstances, Carl reckoned that a good number of people must be feeling compelled to oppose Hamilton in one way or another. So far, only the industrialist's house had been a target, but soon enough, Carl thought, the target would become the man himself.
Look out! Way to go, Carl. Jackass. You'll need some suntan a few hours later. You're gonna need some suntan lotion and a beach blanket, because you ain't never got off that beach, you jackass.
Carl needed to get out of there. The cold and the pain required urgent care.
Yeah. We probably should have some gloves, huh? Kona. Hey, jackass, what'd you wreck me for? Huh? I'm Carl. Get your ass on out of here.
The driver had taken off.
Oh, there ain't no driver.
It was still best to check it out and leave nothing to chance. Carl needed help.
Let me steal all your
It was
crap.
a small, locked box engraved with the letters W.H.
W.H.
Carl thought
What's...
about taking it.
Well, I did take it. I
Wasn't a chance.
ain't thinking about it. I am. Isabel photo.
Such heart-wrenching Nordic poetry that was. But Carl didn't care much about flowery language.
Carl didn't give a crap. Get the hell out of this cold.
Deep in the country, his last hope was to find an abandoned garage.
Oh yeah, abandoned garage. Really, on this road?
His
Come
life
on.
depended on it.
Well, now this weather effect right here is pretty good. The wind and the snow combined. In VR, it makes it very immersive, and just regular, it's still pretty good effect.
Carl wondered how long he would have to endure this skin-stinging cold.
Well, for a while, because I'm trying to do commentary, so toughen up, Carl, jackass. Oh yeah, rub your hands, come on. When under stress, Carl's less accurate and runs shorter distances, yeah. He sucks. Way to go, Carl. Alright. Heat sources prevent Carl from freezing to death and save the game. Okay.
Cold
I get it.
turned into pain. Carl needed to find someplace warm. Even better than he had hoped. Carl
Chains?
Faubert had succeeded once more and was now on his way to new adventures.
Yeah, I don't know if chains are going to do a whole hell of a lot of good for you, Carl. We need wood. Because there's a fireplace over here. Says you're missing wood. Well, let's get some. Oh, yeah, I know you're... Hey, wood. I'm going to get a bunch of wood. Carl's inventory is full of bull crap. Full of crap, game. Alright. Let's build a fire, Carl. There. We didn't start the fire. Just Carl did, jackass. Carl's heat went up. Look at it. Okay. So I got chains. What are these chains good for? What are they good for? Absolutely nothing. Polaroid film. Where are the chains? Oh yeah, I know. Hey, we can build a fire right here too, Carl. Look at that. Ha! Get some more wood. More logs. I like that your footprints are in the snow. That's well done. Is there anything up here? Judges? Wrong answer. Sorry, Carl. I want you to go jump in that water down there. I'm sure you won't freeze to death. Just a bit cool today, Carl. Warm Carl up some here. Okay. It doesn't look like there's anything else around here. So, what's this here? Nothing. Let me get warm, and then shut the door, Carl. Warm yourself, Carl. Drink it in, man. Alright, let's go back out here.
Complaining was not in Carl's nature. It would take more than light injuries to interrupt his investigation.
Oh yeah. Nothing can stop Carl. He's invincible. Let's check this vehicle out. Maybe there's something in the back of it. Yeah, I know. Forgot to check the back, the trunk. Hey, something in there. First aid kit, alright. That'll help Carl out. Now we should go warm up and use the first aid kit. Blizzard conditions. Close the door behind you, Carl. Consumables. First aid kit. There we go. Okay. Let's go now. Go back to the truck. Oh yeah. Reverse. Carl, maybe you should drive a little slower on the snow there, brah. Can't see a damn thing. What does that say? Oh.
Spread out on a few acres of untouched forest, bellowing caribou, everlasting snow, and undefiled lakes. The Manistan region was no tourist hub. It was said to have been populated for millennia by Cree people, and ever since the industrial era, by the metal mining industry.
Carl's probably gonna crash again. Oh, frame rate drop.
Jean-Luc Bédard had without a doubt been the closest man in the village to William Hamilton, otherwise known as Uncle Willie. The truck was running on fumes.
More frame rate drops.
The general store was close by.
All right. Rendezvous. Got a trophy there. The general store. How come this vehicle's motor stays on all the time? Turn off your engine there, Carl.
Something fell to the bottom of the box.
Well. Oh!
Carl had no trouble recognizing his employer. He had been killed. There was no need to be a detective to figure that out. But only a detective could have noticed that the killer had to have been very close, that the fatal blow had been given before the victim even realized.
Okay. Take out camera. Got a trophy for photographer.
Carl
Inspect.
felt a chill down his spine and had a terrifying realization. If Hamilton was dead, then who was going to pay him?
Good question. Answer? We don't know.
What
Envelope.
could be inside that envelope? Carl was taken aback. He knew this address. It was said to be the address of the P.O. box for the Canadian Secret Service.
Secret Service, huh?
An explosion suddenly occurred outside.
I'll take it.
According to that log, it seemed like the whole village owed some money to the general store. Carl was far more interested in the bunch of nearby addresses he had just gotten his hands on, though.
Garage key. Yeah, I have no idea how to open that.
Carl knew that Gilles Lachance was in charge of the general store. That made him one of Hamilton's employees. A very angry employee, as Carl could plainly see. The snowstorm pummeled everything in its path. Carl was not surprised when he heard no tone.
Yeah. Remember that. No, I'm not going to turn on that music and get a chance to be copywritten. Wrong. Yeah, no power. Climb up here. Got some sherry. Mysterious unbranded cans. Ah,
Maintaining
wolves.
his composure, Carl recalled something from his military training. Wolves always stay away from populated areas. Wait, was it about bears?
Let's close the door.
The note explained that the garage and the store couldn't be supplied with electricity at the same time.
Uh, okay. To open the cash register, punch the price, 2 numbers minimum. Press cell. Turn the crank 2 times. Punch the machine if it doesn't work. 2 numbers minimum. Press cell. Okay. Okay. Excellent. Close all of them. Okay. So I got a key.
Jumping from that height was akin to tempting death. Perhaps that man on the snowmobile had seen enough of this world already. A nice picture of the Magasin Lachance store, seemingly taken the day it was first opened. It feels frozen in time, from an era long forgotten. Amateur hunters showing some pride at having killed a nice pelted beast. With men like this roaming the area, wolves would become extinct within 10 years, Carl thought.
Carl, have you never watched The Gray? Come on. This place is a mess. Brilliant. Bloody brilliant. Who needs Columbo when you got Carl? Maple syrup.
A radiator without power is as good as a wood stove without logs.
True. That is true.
The murder weapon.
Oh. Carl's inventory is full. Really? Really? Deposit. Ooh. I'll put a bottle. Okay.
What was that doing there, Carl wondered. Hamilton must have been determined to keep some information secret to post this key. Shame he got unlucky.
Oh, what we got here?
Made sense now. Poor Hamilton's denunciation was interrupted, and he figured it would be best to lock everything up and send the key to his correspondent, who would receive the box later on. Clever, but not enough. That's what happens to ordinary people playing spy.
Huh. Here's the garage. Okay. Pliers. Oh, turn that crap off. That's my fault. Quick on the draw that time. I thought I turned the power on. Wait a minute, what's in this? What's in this?
A milkman had to drive by every week to fill the bottle. The fresh milk indicated a recent visit.
Okay. Electricity from generator. Okay.
Staring intently at the controls won't be enough to make that lift budge. The poor thing was out of power.
Yeah. Brilliant deduction. We'll go back in the back of that vehicle. There's a generator. I'm sure.
Carl was no electrician, but he could identify a wiring problem when he saw one.
I need the duct tape. Gotcha! Alright, cool. Go out that door then. I go get the duct tape. Withdraw. Oh, first I want to put that in there. Put that in there. There we go. Now, fix the generator. Electricity turned off. Oh yeah.
The note explained that the garage and the store couldn't be supplied with electricity at the same time.
Turn on the garage. Turned off. So yeah, I mean, if you're looking for a kind of a slow-paced, like a walking simulator type game, bull crap. This game's not too bad, so definitely check it out if you're interested in those types of games. Alright guys, it's Orion. And I'm out.